Richard Taylor from FCPX TV talks his NAB highlights, AI transcription in DaVinci Resolve 19 and why Apple isn't doing that yet, plus Hedge taking over the Arctic Final Cut Pro Library Manager.
You're watching CineD, supported by B&H and CVP.
Welcome, Richard Taylor. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Tell me, what are some of the trends that have caught your attention?
Text transcription seems to be one of the main things that AI is very, very good at.
We saw that Blackmagic's doing a little bit of more text transcription, text editing with Resolve. What did you think of that?
I love it. I absolutely love it. So beta 19, in beta 18 last year when I introduced text transcription, you had to do the transcription in the browser. Transcribe it to a clip, select text, drop it in the timeline. Select text, drop it in the timeline. Now you can edit it directly in the timeline.
Have you gotten to play around with it?
Yeah. Select text, highlight it in the timeline, ripple delete, closes it up. So it's very, very, very effective, very cool. So it works really, really well. Yes, I'm very excited. Now, here's something you'll be interested in. I got a 5-minute interview with Grant Petty.
Oh, did you? All right.
Yes, yes, I did.
Score.
I have a clip. We want to play a little bit of it. But what happened was he was down on the floor, the Blackmagic floor, and I said, "Is that Grant Petty?" I just saw him for 2 hours on Friday, and sure enough, it was. And I said, do you mind, can we get a picture together? He goes, sure. By the way, fantastic keynote Friday. Absolutely fantastic. It was over 2 hours long.
Yeah, it was really long.
I love Resolve 19. He was so friendly, no problem taking pictures, no problem talking to me while we were recording.
Right, no, like when I was an engineer working in post, you kind of just tell people what's going on, and then they kind of know whether it's good or not. I don't actually, I'm hoping it's good.
He was right there from the beginning when they opened up.
That's kind of some of the Blackmagic stuff. You mentioned Hedge. Any updates from your conversations with them?
Somehow they absorbed Arctic Whiteness, their product, their Final Cut Pro Library Manager. When I interviewed Hedge, the CEO, Paul, said that it's not a money-making venture for them. He just wanted to give new life to that product. So he's worked it out and he took over the development of it. But he said it's not anywhere a money-making project. So that's Final Cut Pro Library Manager, where you can manage all the media. This is the big thing. When I talk about library managers or MAMs, media asset managers for Final Cut, people always say, I just use Final Cut. No, you can only use Final Cut if the library is plugged in. Okay, that's not a MAM. Okay, a MAM is a database of all of your hard drives and stuff, but Final Cut only will read a hard drive if it's plugged in.
Right.
So the library manager has a list of everything you've ever done. It keeps the data from all the different libraries, whether they're plugged in or not. That's what I like. So he took it over, but he said right from the beginning, it's not a money-making project. They already fixed bugs that I guess the original developers couldn't fix.
Tell me what you think about then the state of Final Cut right now and its presence.
But I was talking to LumaFusion about transcription, if they're going to bring transcription to their product. And they said, yes, they're working on transcription, captioning, et cetera. I said, Apple doesn't have transcription or text-based editing. And they said they thought that was because Apple doesn't want to use a third party for the transcription. They want to keep it all on your machine. They want to have the model. They don't want to use Whisper AI and all that everybody else is using. They don't want it going out to the cloud for security reasons. Now that's
very interesting.
That's very interesting because that makes sense. That's what Apple does.
Well, and there have been, of course, we're just now in the rumor mill, but there's rumors that the next generation of M chips are going to focus on on-device AI. And so if they've got that going for them, then yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
And it would be a big plus for a lot of people.
It would be a big plus, yeah. But it will happen at Apple's timetable, not caring what all the other competitors are doing. But I do think that it is legitimate because there are a host of issues with post houses not being able to send out projects.
Sure.
in order because of that. Because they don't know the server that's going on, might be overseas.
When LumaFusion told me that, I said, that makes complete sense. And that is a good excuse why they don't have text-based editing. That is a big, that's a big deal.
These serendipitous moments are, I think, the fun of NAB. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely.